Alright, thanks for checking in at Stormtopia.com. This is going to be an afternoon and evening update for Wednesday, March 23rd on a pretty significant snowstorm pushing through the central and eastern portion of our nation. Let's take a look at the latest satellite imagery. You see we got a dry slot with subsidence forming right now across the western Ohio Valley. Central eastern Ohio Valley experiencing severe thunderstorms ahead of it. And I can switch you on over to the radars in just a bit. You'll see those occurring. And north of it, we've got a significant swath of snow, intermittent in intensity, pushing out from the central Great Lakes all the way back on in through the eastern Great Lakes. And pretty soon, we're going to see it continue to push through southern New England and central New England, which has been recently getting light snow. Now, let's turn our way on over to the radars. Let's start you off across the northeast, and we have some light snow moving through right now, okay? Intermittent in intensity up towards Boston, and what you see here is some mixed precipitation going on. Ahead of the storm, we've been waiting for the precip all day across southern New England. So what's occurring at this point is that we've seen warm advection ahead of it with isotrophic lifting. Now, as that occurs, our temps have pushed up all the way up into the mid to upper 30s. So as the onset of snow arrives this afternoon, what we're seeing is it's starting off as rain and mix, and as the precipitation continues to fall, as we get this heavier stuff out by the Great Lakes, we are going to switch back on over to snow. So don't fret, whatever. And here's that steadier batch of snow. Look at it across Lake Ontario. And then as we switch back on over to the radars of Central Great Lakes, you can definitely see that snow extending all the way back now, exiting Lake Huron. And another little batch of snow behind that. I know my screen's white. I know my screen was white there for a second. And then some snow showers behind it pushing through Wisconsin. Now all this is going to have to push through the northeast today. And look at some of the nastiness on one side of this. These thunderstorms are really intense. More tornado warnings going up right now south of I'd say Indiana. However, they're not forming in the same place with Difluence like we saw yesterday. Let's take a look at what essentially is going to happen here. The storm's going to push east. I'm sure that kind of message of the storm pushing east is already very clear in your mind. Okay, the snow pushes through the northeast through the night tonight. Okay, tomorrow morning we're essentially going to see things wrapping up. Can't find a good guidance product to show you because they're all pretty much doing a horrible job on the storm. The NAM is definitely the worst I've seen, which is unusual because, you know, I'd expect more of the NAM. Although some of the international guidance is actually doing a better job. And yes, I do know I'm still on that Ohio Valley radar. I'm just trying to explain stuff. Although the international guidance, we're talking about Canadian, GFS, Euro, they're doing alright, better than the NAM. And what they've essentially painting has been a picture of the snowfall map that I put out this morning. Okay, they're very much in agreement with that. And here's what I'm thinking for snowfall accumulations. This map was released this morning, and hopefully I won't have to make any edits. We're looking at a coating to 2 inches for New York City north, 5 to 10 inches quickly once you get north of White Plains, locally 10 or 12 or even 14 inches of snowfall accumulations possible, 2 to 5 through interior southern New England, coating to 2 inches up towards Laconia, Lake Winnipesaukee, north, nothing, and then 5 to 9 inches back across the eastern Great Lakes. Alright, it for now. Check in tomorrow morning for another video update. It should be released around 7 or 7:30 in the morning. Have a nice day, and stay tuned, stay safe.